Talk Madison, Alabama real estate. Give us some numbers and some straight shooter tips for our buyers and sellers that are really about to be in the thick of it this spring and summer.
Sounds good. All right, so you have 677 properties on the market. That's your total listing account. 215 of those are pending. So what that's telling me right now is people are buying houses. They have active listings. 462 of them need you to buy.
Okay.
462. That's it. That's approximately in just that's our 3 zip codes. And so that is 3.9 months of inventory. I've been watching this. Our numbers aren't big enough to kind of pull that number down, but if you really look at it, that number should have dropped by a small percentage. If you take the Huntsville market, it went down. It was 4.1 months. Now it's 4.0 months. That's telling me things are starting to pick back up. We're going off the market. Our days on the market in Madison, I've got bad news. It's 85. Last month it was 88. We're going down. So all you buyers, you keep saying, I'm going to wait till interest rates get better. Hey guys, your neighbor isn't waiting. Your neighbor's not waiting on your interest rate to come down. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but if you're buying, the weather is starting to look good. We finally have sunshine, and it's not 20 degrees outside. Praise the Lord above. I'm so thankful. But this means buyers, if you're looking at it and you're going, well, maybe I could do this. Here's a tip. Don't wait on the interest rate to go down. Talk to your loan officer about doing point buy down, or talk to your real estate agent about getting the seller to help you buy down some of those points, to give you a little bit of time. It usually gives you about 2 to 3 years of a little lower interest rates, and you can see, is my rate actually going to go down? And if you're a seller, here's my tip for you. Put the sign in the yard and get it sold. Because here's the deal. We're sitting on 85 days in the market. I expect to see that in Madison specifically, maybe not as a whole, to stay the same or go just a little bit down. We always see an uptick when the weather starts getting pretty and nice. And these numbers are really, a lot of them are from February, when it wasn't always so nice.
Yeah.
So kind of be ready.
3 months houses are sitting on the market, which is maybe encouraging to some of our sellers who are watching this thinking, please tell me something to make me stress less. But it's also a hard reality check that, hey, and that's just the average, because my sister lives in a neighborhood here in Madison, and a house went up for sale next to her, and it had multiple offers in 2 days. So that means there was another house that sat 6 months. I'm not a big math person, but did I do that right?
Approximately, yeah. Just so you know, that is a great neighborhood where your sister lives.
I know you know a thing or two about it. Very desirable.
Yes.
Hey, I actually have some friends that are military, and they are looking to buy their very first home here in Madison. You know, I'm not sure what their budget is. You know, hey, none of my business. But let's say some people are moving here. They're hoping because of interest rates to stay under $500,000. I mean, $500,000. That's a big budget, right? Like, what a blessing to have, to have that budget. But is it hard to find homes in Madison City under $500,000? Tell me about if
the average list price last month was $422,000. So let's take your same good math that you just did, and that means if you have a 422, you have on both sides of those spectrums. So you do have less than that. However, there's going to be some concessions that are going to need to be made. For instance, let's talk about your sister's neighborhood. The reason I'm laughing, everybody, is because that's my neighborhood as well. It is directly off a county line right behind Publix, and it is a great neighborhood to live in.
Yeah.
You're not going to find much in there under that $500,000. Not that you can find some. I'd probably say close to that 400. You're going to find them, but we're also in the heart of Madison. Yeah. We're right there near everything. We're 10 minutes from the interstate and 10 minutes from Lowe's kind of idea.
And so,
Yeah, and so that because of that location, we're 3 minutes from. We could walk to school if we want. I don't walk to school. I'm lazy, but we could do all those things, and so that
Yeah.
that increases the price of the house. We have larger
Okay.
lots that increases the price of the house. Those
Okay.
types of things are happening. So if you're coming in and you're like, look, I need to get $135,000 house in Madison,
Hmm.
that's tough,
Okay.
but you're going to be looking out closer, like past the ballpark, like down Zurich Road, out in that area, closer to Triana. They've actually made those houses Madison City.
Yes, they have.
And so, because of that, you're going to look at that, or you're going to look for a little bit older home, a home that's going to need some love. Right now, I say this phrase more than I wish I do, but I say it often. Everybody loves to tell me, I just want a fixer upper. We all got into Chip and Joanna. We all love them. They're wonderful.
Yep.
But then when you really walk into a house and you go, okay, we need to do this, you got to move this wall, you got to do this, and oh, that paint color and this thing here, oh, we got to change all the toilets out, all the vanities have got to go, all the everybody goes, I don't want that much work.
Yeah.
Usually, the phrase "fixer upper" 9 out of 10 times in our world means I want to paint 2 to 3 rooms.
Okay.
That is
Got it.
not what it actually means in real life, everybody. So when you go to your real estate agent, define what you mean by the word fixer upper. Because
Okay.
if not, you're going to walk in some real smelly, real gross
Okay.
looking houses if you're only
Yeah.
wanting to paint some walls. And
Uh-huh.
so, yes, the options are there for you in Madison, but you
Okay.
have to be creative and you're going to have to compromise on a few things.
Okay. Hey, Bo, I'm going to put you on the spot here. I've never asked you this question, so I'm so curious what you're going to say.
Okay.
If somebody is wanting to buy in Madison City, it's just not happening. For whatever reason, they just can't find what they want in their budget in Madison City that they want that Madison City offers. What is another suburban community in the Huntsville area that you recommend people look at for wonderful
Oh,
homes,
man.
wonderful quality of life, but maybe can get more for their money?
I don't like this question at all.
Why? Tell me about it.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm a Madison snob. If you talk to me like I don't, I want to eat in Madison. I want to
Okay.
drink my beers with friends in Madison. I want
I
to eat
know.
in Madison. Okay,
I know.
that's what I want to do. I want to go have breakfast in. I had breakfast this morning in Madison. Like that's where
I
I want to be.
know.
I want to do my banking in Madison. I want to be there. I love Madison with way more in me than I thought I would because it's very
Yeah.
similar to the town I grew up in, and I
Yeah.
swore I would never do that stuff. And so I love it. So when you say that, I go, man, that's hard because no place offers quite what we have. But we do have some negative sides. So you can get away some traffic, and we don't have as many mom and pop food shops as I think we should have.
Sure.
So I can tell you those negatives. But if you were to ask me a community, I really like Athens.
I do too.
I think their downtown area is really growing and bringing a lot of great
Fabulous.
things. Their real estate market is still strong. You can also buy on the eastern side of Athens that gets you
Can.
even closer to that Madison feel.
Yep.
I've always loved Decatur. You just got to be very picky about what you buy and where you buy in Decatur. Um,
Sure.
Meridianville, Hazel Green, those
Hmm.
areas we're seeing an extreme amount of growth, an
Okay.
extreme amount of growth, and still seeing a lot of the necessities, the schools, the like Walmart's, the grocery stores, all of that are still popping up there. I do always
Hmm.
love Harvest because it's always been a little special place for me. But if you were to tell Bo right now where he has to move, and I'm going to take Huntsville out just so we can all be clear. I have a
Yeah.
ton of neighborhoods in Huntsville. I
Yeah.
love some
Of
neighborhoods
course.
in Huntsville,
Me
but
too.
I'm just going to pull that out because we're talking about kind of like a suburban urban community.
Yes.
I'm looking more of that Meridianville Hazel Green area right
Okay. I think that's great advice. And, just to add to that, because the reason we do this series is that I love real estate as well. I'm just
now.
not the professional. And it does seem that there are more new construction neighborhoods out that way where you can
Oh
get a
yeah.
really wonderful home.
Yes.
Especially in Athens, so many great ones in Athens. Love the
So many.
proximity to the interstate. I agree. Their downtown area is off the
Oh yeah.
charts. They're really doing a great job. Hey, Bo, let's
Hi.
finish with one tip each for a
Okay.
buyer and a seller who, they're They're coming in guns a-blazing, ready to get their house sold or to purchase a home.
Yeah.
What would be your encouragement to them?
Buyers,
Okay.
don't believe that it's a buyer's market and make your offers lowball. There's this big trend and a lot of people going, oh, now I can get this great deal. You can get a deal, but if you go in and tank the offer from the beginning,
okay,
you can never make a first impression twice. So you want to go in there with a strong offer. That is what you want to buy. Now, don't overbuy. Don't be silly. And you can still work out a deal. But if a house is listed at $250,000 and you offer them $100,000, they're probably not going to want to talk to you. They might, but they probably won't. So what I tell people to do is go in at that 225 and ask for some closing, or ask for them to buy down some points, or 235 and do that. Whatever you're actually comfortable with.
Really
and again,
good
as always, listen to your real estate agent, please, because they can help guide you on what the fair market value for that house is. Sellers, I want to grab you all and politely shake you. I was going to strangle, but we'll just shake politely. Listen to the professional. When a professional tells you your house is not worth $483,000,
okay,
then your house is not worth $483,000. They should be able to back that up. They should be able to show that to you. So I would really encourage you, listen to a professional. Zillow is not always right. Very rarely are they right. So listen to the professional and go try your best, if you can financially afford it, to go with what they say. But if not, find a plan for how to get there. Like, okay, I'm going to go with 450, 83,000 million, whatever. But if it's not good in 3 weeks, we'll try your number or something like that. Kind of work with them to kind of get there.
12 minutes of solid gold advice. For those of you that don't know, Beau.Miles is the president of Redstone Realty Solutions, an incredibly reliable, credible, very well established real estate company here in the community. So if you are not connected with a wonderful agent, definitely reach out to Beau. His email and cell phone number are listed in the caption on any platform that you're watching this video. Beau, thanks so much for enlightening us this March 2025. I'll talk to you next month.
Thanks so much.
Bye.